resolving. Unlike typical acne that might be spread across the face, hormonal acne often appears in the same locations repeatedly. The hormonal pattern of acne is highly telling. Many women notice breakouts occur in a predictable pattern related to their menstrual cycle. Breakouts might appear 3 to 5 days before menstruation begins, resolve during menstruation, then reappear in the luteal phase, after ovulation. This cyclical pattern is a clear indicator of hormonal involvement. Some women break out only during specific phases of their cycle, while others experience breakouts throughout the cycle with worsening at predictable times. Hormonal acne results from heightened skin sensitivity to androgens, particularly testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. These male hormones stimulate sebaceous glands to produce more sebum, even in the presence of normal hormone levels. Additionally, androgens promote follicular hyperkeratinization and may increase colonization of acne-causing bacteria. Women's testosterone levels fluctuate with their menstrual cycle, with higher levels during the luteal phase, explaining the predictable timing of hormonal acne breakouts. Recognizing hormonal acne requires tracking your breakouts. Keep a calendar marking breakout dates and your menstrual cycle dates for 2 to 3 months. If breakouts cluster around specific menstrual cycle phases, hormonal acne is likely. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a condition affecting ovulation and hormone regulation, often causes severe hormonal acne. Women with PCOS typically have elevated androgen levels and irregular menstrual cycles. Topical acne treatments alone are often insufficient for hormonal acne. While they help manage symptoms, they don't address the underlying hormonal cause. Therefore, treating hormonal acne often requires systemic, oral, medications that regulate hormones or reduce skin sensitivity to hormones. Hormonal contraceptives are the first-line treatment for hormonal acne in women who desire birth control. The hormones in birth control pills suppress ovulation and, importantly for acne, reduce circulating androgen levels. Specifically, oral contraceptives increase sex hormone-binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that binds androgens and makes them unavailable to skin cells. The result is reduced sebum production and decreased follicular keratinization. Not all birth control pills are equally effective for acne. Combination pills containing estrogen and progestin are effective. However, some progestins have androgenic properties, meaning they act similarly to testosterone, and can worsen acne. Progestins with lower or no androgenic activity include norgestimate, desogestrel, and drospirenone. Birth control pills specifically approved for acne treatment by the FDA include orthotricycline, norgestimate, estrostep, norethindrone, Yaz, drospirenone, and Bayaz, drospirenone with additional vitamins. These pills typically show acne improvement after 3 to 4 months of use, with maximum improvement by 6 months. Starting a new birth control pill doesn't immediately improve acne. Acne often temporarily worsens in the first 1 to 2 months as your body adjusts to new hormone levels. This temporary worsening isn't a sign the pill won't work, it's normal. Stick with your chosen pill for at least 3 months before concluding it isn't working. If after 3 months acne hasn't improved, discuss switching to a different progestin or a different pill formulation with your gynecologist or dermatologist. Spironolactone is an alternative or complementary treatment for hormonal acne. This medication is a potassium-sparing diuretic that also acts as an androgen receptor antagonist, blocking androgens from affecting skin cells. Spironolactone is typically used at doses of 50 to 100 milligrams daily for acne treatment. It's often prescribed in combination with birth control pills for additional effectiveness. Spironolactone requires careful monitoring. Potential side effects include dizziness, lightheadedness, menstrual irregularities, and breast tenderness. More serious but rare complications include elevated potassium levels that can affect heart rhythm. Regular blood tests monitoring kidney function and potassium levels are necessary when taking spironolactone. Despite these considerations, many dermatologists consider spironolactone an excellent option for hormonal acne, particularly when combined with topical treatments and possibly birth control pills. Lifestyle factors significantly impact hormonal acne. Stress increases cortisol production, which increases androgen activity and sebum production. Implementing stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, regular exercise, and adequate sleep improves hormonal balance and acne. Regular aerobic exercise appears particularly beneficial for hormonal regulation. Diet influences hormonal acne through multiple mechanisms. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar and insulin, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and androgen production. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar while increasing complex carbohydrates, fiber, and whole foods helps regulate blood sugar and improve acne. Some research suggests dairy products, particularly skim milk, may trigger acne through hormonal pathways. Reducing dairy or switching to hormone-free milk might help if dairy appears to worsen your acne. Insulin resistance, common in women with PCOS, worsens hormonal acne. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar, eating regular meals with balanced macronutrients, and maintaining healthy body weight improves insulin sensitivity and can significantly reduce acne. Adding inositol supplementation may help with insulin resistance in some women. Discuss this with your healthcare provider. When to consider professional treatment for hormonal acne. If your acne is severe, widespread, or causes significant psychological distress, see a dermatologist and gynecologist together. If topical treatments haven't adequately controlled your acne after 3 months of consistent use, discuss systemic treatment options. If you suspect hormonal imbalances, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, fertility issues, see both specialists. Guide 8. Natural and evidence-based home remedies for mild to moderate acne. While prescription and over-the-counter acne treatments are scientifically validated and highly effective, several natural ingredients have research supporting their acne-fighting properties. These natural remedies can supplement professional treatments or be used alone for mild acne. Understanding which natural ingredients are evidence-based versus marketing hype is crucial. Tea tree oil is one of the most researched natural acne remedies. Multiple studies demonstrate its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation associated with pimples. However, undiluted tea tree oil is irritating and can cause contact dermatitis, redness, and dryness. Always dilute tea tree oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or argan oil before applying to skin. A typical dilution is 5 to 10% tea tree oil mixed with carrier oil. Apply this diluted mixture as a spot treatment to individual pimples using a cotton swab. Don't apply to your entire face, as this may be overly drying. Aloe vera has well-documented anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Pure aloe vera gel, applied directly from the leaf or as a pure gel product, soothes inflamed acne, reduces redness, and promotes healing. Aloe vera doesn't have the side effects associated with many acne treatments. It won't dry your skin excessively or cause irritation. Apply pure aloe vera gel as a spot treatment or all over your face as a lightweight moisturizer. Most people tolerate aloe vera well, though some experience mild irritation. If you're allergic to plants in the Liliaceae family, lilies, onions, garlic, you might react to aloe. Honey, particularly raw and manuka honey, has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. Raw honey contains enzymes and compounds that fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. It's gentle and suitable even for sensitive skin. Apply raw honey as an occasional face mask. Mix a small amount with water to create a spreadable consistency. Apply to clean skin for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. You can do this 1 to 2 times weekly. Some people apply honey directly to pimples as a spot treatment. Honey is gentle, affordable, and many people find it effective for mild acne. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants called catechins that have antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-reducing properties. Studies demonstrate that topical green tea application reduces acne severity. Brew strong green tea, allow it to cool completely, and use it as a rinse after cleansing, as a toner, or apply it to your face with a cotton pad. Alternatively, use a face mask or moisturizer containing green tea extract. Many commercial skincare products now include green tea for its antioxidant benefits. Most people tolerate green tea topically well, though those with sensitive skin might experience becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skincare products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skincare. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure, wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skincare ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear in many skincare products. While peptides aren't primary acne treatments, they support overall skin health and resilience. They're generally gentle and well tolerated. Include peptides in your routine for general skin support without expecting them to treat acne directly. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant that holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water, providing significant hydration. While it doesn't treat acne, maintaining proper hydration through hyaluronic acid improves skin function and barrier health. Using hyaluronic acid serums or moisturizers provides hydration support for acne-prone skin. Squalane is a lightweight oil that mimics skin's natural sebum without being comedogenic in most individuals. It provides hydration and lipid support for barrier function. Squalane is particularly useful for acne-prone skin that needs lipid support without the pore-clogging risk of heavier oils. A few drops of squalane can be added to moisturizer or serum for enhanced hydration. Niacinamide, vitamin B3, has multiple beneficial effects for acne-prone skin. It has mild antibacterial and anti-other. For example, establish stable benzoyl peroxide use for 4 weeks before adding salicylic acid to your routine. Use complementary treatments on different parts of your routine when possible. For example, use salicylic acid cleanser in the morning, brief contact, mild treatment, and benzoyl peroxide leave-on at night, extended contact, potentially more irritating. This separation minimizes cumulative irritation. Monitor for excessive irritation. If combining treatments causes significant redness, dryness, peeling, or sensitivity beyond what either treatment alone causes, reduce frequency of one or both treatments. You can use both treatments but at lower frequencies, for example, benzoyl peroxide once daily instead of twice daily, or salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly instead of daily. The sandwich method reduces irritation when combining treatments. Apply your first treatment, perhaps benzoyl peroxide, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, then apply your second treatment, perhaps retinoid. This dilutes treatment somewhat and reduces irritation while maintaining efficacy. Some combinations should be avoided or approached cautiously. Vitamin C and benzoyl peroxide together can reduce vitamin C effectiveness, so apply these at different times. Retinoids and strong chemical exfoliants used on the same evening can cause excessive irritation. Separate these if combining. Benzoyl peroxide with niacinamide is generally fine, though separating them, benzoyl peroxide at night, niacinamide in morning moisturizer, is easier. Assessment of combination therapy effectiveness requires patience. Most people need 8 to 12 weeks of consistent combination therapy to determine if it's working well. Acne doesn't improve overnight. Allow adequate time for evaluation. Adjusting combinations based on response is important. If one component seems essential while another isn't providing obvious benefit, you might discontinue the less beneficial component. Conversely, if you're experiencing insufficient improvement, you might increase one component's frequency or concentration, or add an additional treatment, perhaps adding retinoid to an existing benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid combination. Professional guidance is valuable when considering combination therapy for severe acne. Your dermatologist can recommend appropriate combinations, warn about potential interactions, and guide introduction sequencing. Don't hesitate to discuss combination therapy approaches with your dermatologist. Guide 24, Understanding and Managing Fungal Acne, Malassezia folliculitis. Fungal acne, more accurately called Malassezia folliculitis or Pityrosporum folliculitis, is often misdiagnosed as bacterial acne. This condition presents similarly to acne but results from yeast overgrowth rather than bacterial infection, requiring different treatment approaches. Understanding this condition prevents prolonged ineffective treatment with standard acne medications. Malassezia is a naturally occurring yeast on human skin. In most people, it colonizes skin without causing problems. However, in some individuals, conditions favor Malassezia overgrowth, leading to follicle inflammation and fungal acne appearance. Unlike bacterial acne caused by Cutibacterium acnes, fungal acne results from yeast proliferation. Fungal acne typically appears as uniform, small pustules, often in clusters on the back, chest, and shoulders, though facial fungal acne occurs. The pustules are often quite uniform in size and appearance, less variable than typical bacterial acne. Fungal acne is often very itchy or uncomfortable, more so than typical acne. It often appears or worsens after antibiotic courses, as antibiotic elimination of competing bacteria allows Malassezia to proliferate unopposed. Several factors promote Malassezia overgrowth. Warm, humid environments favor yeast growth, explaining why fungal acne often worsens in summer or in humid climates. Excessive sweating creates favorable conditions. Wearing tight, non-breathable clothing traps moisture and heat, promoting yeast overgrowth. Immunosuppression or diabetes can promote yeast overgrowth. Recent antibiotic courses allow Malassezia to proliferate. Oil-based products and heavy moisturizers can promote yeast growth in susceptible individuals. Diagnosing fungal acne requires suspicion. If your acne doesn't respond to standard acne treatments, doesn't respond to antibiotics, or started after antibiotics, fungal acne is possible. Your dermatologist can perform a KOH, potassium hydroxide, preparation or fungal culture to confirm malassezia, though clinical diagnosis is often sufficient. Standard bacterial acne treatments are ineffective for fungal acne because they don't address yeast. Benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid have minimal effect on malassezia. Antibiotics don't treat yeast. Retinoids don't specifically treat yeast. Using these treatments on fungal acne can be frustrating. You follow a good acne regimen but see no improvement because the underlying cause isn't bacterial. Topical antifungals effectively treat fungal acne. Ketoconazole, available in shampoos and creams, kills malassezia. Apply 2% ketoconazole cream to affected areas daily. Many people use ketoconazole shampoo on body areas, lathering and leaving it on for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing. Ketoconazole is gentle and suitable for frequent use. Zinc pyrithione is another topical antifungal commonly found in anti-dandruff shampoos. At 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, it reduces malassezia and can improve fungal acne. Like ketoconazole, it's gentle and suitable for long-term use. Selenium sulfide is a strong topical antifungal traditionally used for fungal skin conditions. At 2.5% concentration, available by prescription, applied daily, selenium sulfide effectively treats fungal acne. However, some people find it irritating or have sensitivity, limiting its use in some cases. For extensive fungal acne or fungal acne resistant to topical antifungals, oral antifungals may be necessary. Fluconazole is a systemic antifungal taken orally. Typical dosing for fungal acne is 50 to 100 mg daily for 2 to 4 weeks, or alternatively, 200 mg weekly for several weeks. Oral fluconazole effectively treats extensive fungal acne and reaches areas topical antifungals cannot. However, oral antifungals can have side effects and require more medical supervision than topicals. Itraconazole is another systemic antifungal option, sometimes used as an alternative to fluconazole. Dosing and duration vary based on specific protocols and severity. Additional strategies for fungal acne management include addressing contributing factors. Wear breathable, moisture-wicking clothing. Shower promptly after sweating. Keep skin clean and dry. Use gentle, minimal skin care. Avoid heavy oils and occlusive moisturizers. Live and dry environments when possible or use a dehumidifier. These environmental modifications reduce conditions favoring yeast overgrowth. Niacinamide may provide supplementary benefit for fungal acne, as it has mild antifungal properties and reduces sebum production. Includes about acne biology helps reduce stigma. Advocacy for acne as legitimate medical concern, not purely cosmetic, helps ensure insurance coverage and professional attention. Acne affects mental health, self-esteem, and quality of life. It's not just appearance. Supporting those with acne through listening, normalizing their experience, and avoiding acne stigmatizing statements helps. Telling someone, "Just wash your face," or "Everyone gets acne, get over it," minimizes their legitimate struggles. Pushing for better acne education in schools helps teenagers understand acne and proper treatment earlier. Supporting dermatology access for all people regardless of income helps ensure everyone can access appropriate care. Advocating for inclusive acne research including diverse skin types ensures treatments developed work for everyone. Guide 80, Acne and the Senses, Smell, Touch, and Sensory Aspects of Skin Care. Beyond visual appearance, acne and skin care involve other senses affecting experience and compliance. Smell of skin care products affects whether people enjoy using them. Pleasant-smelling products increase compliance due to positive association. Some people prefer fragrance-free products to avoid irritation or strong smells. Touch sensations affect compliance. People enjoy using products that feel good on skin. Smooth absorbing serums feel better than sticky formulations. This affects long-term routine adherence. Texture of products affects experience. Lightweight, smooth textures feel pleasant. Heavy, thick products feel uncomfortable, affecting compliance. Taste concerns arise if people accidentally get acne products in mouth, though should be avoided. Topical products shouldn't taste good, discouraging accidental ingestion. Sensory sensitivities, common in autism, sensory processing disorders, might affect product tolerability. Lightweight, minimally fragrant, smooth-textured products work better for sensory-sensitive individuals. Enjoyable sensory experience with skincare products increases likelihood of long-term compliance. Choosing products you enjoy using, good smell, nice texture, pleasant feel, supports routine adherence. Guide 81, Acne Recovery and Psychological Healing Post-Treatment. After achieving clear skin, psychological healing, moving past acne-related trauma, anxiety, or self-image damage, matters as much as physical healing. Cognitive reframing of acne experience recognizes acne as surmounted challenge rather than permanent identity. I had acne and overcame it differs from I am acne-prone in psychological impact. Rebuilding self-esteem after acne involves recognizing beauty and worth beyond skin appearance. Therapy or self-help work might support this. Managing residual anxiety about future acne recurrence is important. Some anxiety is adaptive, maintaining treatment compliance, but excessive worry isn't. Balance maintaining treatment with accepting that occasional breakouts don't mean failure. Celebrating clear skin and the journey to achieve it acknowledges the effort and success. This positive reinforcement supports continued treatment compliance. Relationships and social anxiety that develop during severe acne might persist even after clear skin. Gradual re-engagement in avoided activities supports recovery. Professional mental health support helps process acne-related psychological impact if significant trauma occurred. Guide 82, Acne and Climate Change, How Environmental Factors May Shift Acne Patterns. As climate changes, acne patterns and triggers might shift. Understanding climate-acne relationships helps anticipate these changes. Increasing temperatures in many regions mean more heat-driven acne. Sweat production increases with heat, increasing occlusion-related acne. Climate change's warming trend might increase acne prevalence. Increased humidity in some regions promotes bacterial growth and acne. Drier climates in other regions increase barrier compromise contributing to acne. Increased air pollution from climate change effects worsens acne through oxidative stress and particle occlusion. Seasonal shifts might change acne seasonality patterns as climate changes. Increased stress from climate-related anxiety might affect acne through stress hormone pathways. Water quality changes from climate change might affect acne through different water exposure. While current climate change effects on acne are not yet clearly documented, these theoretical relationships suggest acne patterns might shift with climate. Being adaptable in acne management as environmental factors change is prudent. Guide 83, Acne in the Digital Age, Social Media, Online Communities, and Misinformation. Social media and online communities have transformed acne experience. Understanding digital age acne realities helps navigate benefits and pitfalls. Social media's focus on flawless appearance increases appearance anxiety and acne-related distress for some. Comparing yourself to filtered, edited images causes unrealistic expectations and self-esteem damage. Curated social media images where people show only their clearest skin days or use heavy filtering distort reality. Recognizing that everyone has imperfect skin days helps maintain perspective. Online acne communities provide support, shared experiences, and practical advice. These communities normalize acne and reduce isolation. Misinformation about acne spreads rapidly online. Evaluating source credibility and distinguishing evidence-based information from marketing or myth is important. Online acne forums sometimes feature unverified treatment claims. Being skeptical of anecdotal stories and seeking professional guidance for unusual claims protects you. Telemedicine dermatology accessed online expands access to professional care, beneficial for those without nearby specialists. Online skin analysis apps using AI might provide useful guidance but shouldn't replace professional assessment. Limiting social media exposure, particularly comparing images, supports mental health during acne treatment. Guide 84, Acne Treatment in Resource-Limited Settings. Many people globally lack access to standard acne treatments. Understanding available low-cost options and treatment adaptations helps those with limited resources. Over-the-counter benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid are often affordable and available globally, even in resource-limited settings. These should be first-line treatments where available. Local botanical treatments, tea tree oil, neem oil, honey, used traditionally sometimes have evidence supporting their use. These are often affordable and locally available. Oral antibiotics, generic doxycycline, tetracycline, are often inexpensive in resource-limited settings, making oral antibiotic treatment accessible. Isotretinoin might be unavailable in many countries due to cost or regulatory restrictions, limiting treatment for severe acne without this option. Professional dermatology care might be unavailable or prohibitively expensive. Training non-specialist healthcare providers in basic acne treatment helps extend care availability. Many people use ketoconazole shampoo on body areas, lathering and leaving it on for 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing. Ketoconazole is gentle and suitable for frequent use. Zinc pyrithione is another topical antifungal commonly found in anti-dandruff shampoos. At 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, it reduces malassezia and can improve fungal acne. Like ketoconazole, it's gentle and suitable for long-term use. Selenium sulfide is a strong topical antifungal traditionally used for fungal skin conditions. At 2.5% concentration, available by prescription, applied daily, selenium sulfide effectively treats fungal acne. However, some people find it irritating or have sensitivity, limiting its use in some cases. For extensive fungal acne or fungal acne resistant to topical antifungals, oral antifungals may be necessary. Fluconazole is a systemic antifungal taken orally. Typical dosing for fungal acne is 50 to 100 mg daily for 2 to 4 weeks, or alternatively, 200 mg weekly for several weeks. Oral fluconazole effectively treats extensive fungal acne and reaches areas topical antifungals cannot. However, oral antifungals can have side effects and require more medical supervision than topicals. Itraconazole is another systemic antifungal option, sometimes used as an alternative to fluconazole. Dosing and duration vary based on specific protocols and severity. Additional strategies for fungal acne management include addressing contributing factors. Wear breathable, moisture-wicking clothing. Shower promptly after sweating. Keep skin clean and dry. Use gentle, minimal skin care. Avoid heavy oils and occlusive moisturizers. Live and dry environments when possible or use a dehumidifier. These environmental modifications reduce conditions favoring yeast overgrowth. Niacinamide may provide supplementary benefit for fungal acne, as it has mild antifungal properties and reduces sebum production. Including a niacinamide product in your routine might provide additional benefit alongside topical antifungals. The challenge with fungal acne is that it can recur if contributing factors aren't addressed. If you treat fungal acne successfully but then resume wearing tight synthetic clothing in a humid environment, fungal acne may recur. Long-term management might involve occasional use of topical antifungals, weekly or monthly, to prevent recurrence. If you've been treating acne without improvement for several weeks or months, ask your dermatologist about fungal acne. A simple KOH preparation takes minutes and can confirm or rule out malassezia. Don't waste time on ineffective antibacterial treatments if you have fungal acne. Appropriate antifungal treatment provides rapid improvement. Guide 25, Acne in Different Life Stages, Adolescent, Adult, and Menopausal Acne. Acne presents differently and requires different approaches depending on life stage. Understanding age-specific acne characteristics and treatment approaches ensures appropriate management across different ages. Adolescent acne, occurring during puberty, is the most common form. Hormonal changes during puberty, particularly increased androgens, trigger increased sebum production, making adolescent acne typically more oily and comedone-prone. Adolescent acne often affects the T-zone, forehead, nose, chin, particularly heavily. Peer influence, stress about appearance, and psychological impact are often significant. Most adolescents can manage acne with topical treatments alone, though moderate to severe cases may require oral antibiotics or hormonal treatments, particularly girls. Treatment approach for adolescent acne emphasizes prevention and establishing good habits. Starting with gentle cleansing, topical treatments, and sun protection during teenage years establishes habits that persist into adulthood. Most adolescent acne improves or resolves as hormonal stability is achieved in late teens or early 20s, though some individuals continue experiencing acne into adulthood. Adult acne, occurring in adults beyond teenage years, has different characteristics. Adult acne is often more localized, jawline, chin, lower face, and frequently hormonal in nature, particularly in women. Adult acne is often more inflammatory than comedonal compared to adolescent acne. Stress, hormonal cycles, skincare product irritation, and lifestyle factors play larger roles in adult acne than in adolescent acne. Adult acne is sometimes attributed to skincare products or cosmetics, acne cosmetica. Adult women with acne often benefit from hormonal evaluation and hormonal treatments. Oral contraceptives or spironolactone can provide significant improvement. Additionally, adult women should evaluate whether acne patterns correlate with their menstrual cycle, as this suggests hormonal involvement. Adult male acne is less common than in adolescence but does occur. When it persists into adulthood, it's often quite severe and may warrant aggressive treatment, including isotretinoin consideration if not responsive to standard treatments. Occupational factors sometimes contribute to adult acne. Individuals with occupations exposing them to oils, chemicals, or heat, mechanics, cooks, healthcare workers, sometimes experience acne from occupational exposure. In these cases, addressing occupational factors, protective equipment, skin cleansing protocols, helps alongside medical treatment. Menopausal acne occurs in perimenopausal and menopausal women due to hormonal fluctuations. As estrogen levels decline and the ratio of androgens to estrogen increases, acne can develop or worsen. Menopausal acne often presents as deep, cystic lesions on the lower face and chin. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, during menopause can help manage menopausal acne, though it's a complex decision requiring discussion with your healthcare provider about overall health implications of HRT. If HRT isn't pursued, topical treatments and oral spironolactone are options for menopausal acne. Many menopausal women find that aggressive topical treatment with retinoids and benzoyl peroxide adequately controls acne. Stress management and lifestyle optimization become increasingly important during menopause. Pregnancy acne occurs in some pregnant women due to hormonal changes. Treatment options are limited during pregnancy because many acne medications are contraindicated. Isotretinoin is absolutely contraindicated due to severe teratogenic effects. Retinoids are generally avoided. Oral antibiotics like doxycycline are contraindicated. Spironolactone is contraindicated due to potential effects on male fetus development. Safe treatment options during pregnancy include topical benzoyl peroxide, topical azelaic acid, topical salicylic acid, though large-scale systemic absorption is theoretically possible with large area application, and it's best used sparingly, and possibly topical clindamycin. Most women manage pregnancy acne with these limited options, prioritizing safety. Some pregnant women actually experience improvement in acne due to pregnancy hormonal changes, while others experience worsening. Postpartum acne sometimes occurs as hormones shift again after delivery. This usually resolves within several months, though if breastfeeding is occurring, some hormonal factors may persist. Standard acne treatments are generally safe while breastfeeding, though some medications require careful consideration. Discuss specific medications with your healthcare provider if treating acne while breastfeeding. Age-related changes in acne treatment tolerance are important. Adolescent skin is generally very resilient and tolerates aggressive treatment well. Aging skin becomes more sensitive and drier, requiring gentler treatments and more aggressive moisturizing even if using the same medications. An adolescent might tolerate 2% salicylic acid daily with minimal dryness, while a 45-year-old woman with the same treatment might experience excessive dryness and irritation, necessitating reduced frequency or concentration. Transitional acne between life stages sometimes occurs. A teenager transitioning to adulthood might experience changing acne patterns. An adult woman starting hormonal contraceptive might initially experience worsening acne before salicylic acid formulations meant to be applied to specific areas or the entire face, typically 2 to 3 times weekly. They're left on the skin and provide significant exfoliation. These are powerful products best used by those with resilient, acne-prone skin who have already adapted to gentler salicylic acid products. Spot treatments apply high concentrations of salicylic acid directly to individual breakouts for targeted treatment. These are excellent for treating isolated pimples without exfoliating your entire face. Starting with salicylic acid requires a conservative approach. If you've never used it before, begin with a 0.5% cleanser or 1% toner used 2 to 3 times weekly. Use it for 2 to 3 weeks, assessing your skin's response. If your skin tolerates it well without excessive irritation, dryness, or sensitivity, you can increase frequency to daily use or switch to a higher concentration product. When applying salicylic acid toners or serums, use clean fingertips or a cotton pad to apply evenly across your face, focusing on areas prone to acne. Use about a nickel-sized amount for your entire face. Apply to completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation. Allow the product to dry completely before applying other products. Some salicylic acid products are meant to stay on your skin indefinitely, while others are meant to be rinsed off after a specific time. Read instructions carefully. Common mistakes when using salicylic acid include starting with too high a concentration, using it too frequently, combining it with too many other actives, and failing to moisturize adequately afterward. Starting with 2% and using it daily will almost certainly cause excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. You're much better served starting gently and gradually increasing. Never combine salicylic acid with benzoyl peroxide on the same evening initially. Both are exfoliating actives that can cause significant irritation if used together by someone whose skin isn't accustomed to strong treatments. Once your skin has adapted to each individually, you might combine them cautiously, but build up to this gradually. Salicylic acid makes your skin more sun-sensitive, not severely, but notably. Always use SPF 30+ sunscreen daily when using salicylic acid. This is not optional. Sun exposure can cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in acne-prone skin, and salicylic acid increases this risk. Side effects of salicylic acid are generally mild and resolve with time or reduced usage. Dryness is common, particularly if you're using higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat dryness by using a good hydrating moisturizer immediately after applying salicylic acid. Mild peeling is normal and actually desirable. It indicates exfoliation is occurring. However, severe peeling suggests you're using too much. Slight irritation and redness may occur initially but typically resolve within 1 to 2 weeks. Some people experience temporary worsening of acne as impurities are brought to the surface, but this purging phase is usually short-lived. Results from salicylic acid appear gradually. After 2 weeks of consistent use, you might notice smoother texture. After 4 weeks, you should see reduced comedones and fewer new breakouts. Most people see significant improvement after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. However, salicylic acid works best for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, and mild inflammatory acne. For severe inflammatory or cystic acne, combining salicylic acid with other treatments like benzoyl peroxide or prescription retinoids is often necessary. Salicylic acid is safe for long-term use. Many people successfully maintain clear skin using salicylic acid indefinitely as their primary exfoliation and treatment method. However, occasionally, skin can become desensitized to salicylic acid if used continuously for extended periods. If you notice that salicylic acid that previously worked well seems less effective, take a 1 to 2 week break, then resume using it. This often restores its effectiveness. Alternatively, you can rotate between salicylic acid and other exfoliants like glycolic acid to prevent desensitization. Guide 5. Benzoyl peroxide, Comprehensive Guide to Bacterial Killing and Inflammatory Acne Treatment. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most effective and widely recommended acne treatments by dermatologists. Unlike salicylic acid, which primarily removes dead skin cells and excess oil, benzoyl peroxide specifically targets the acne-causing bacterium Cutibacterium acnes. Understanding benzoyl peroxide's mechanism, concentrations, and proper application is crucial for maximizing its effectiveness while minimizing side effects. Benzoyl peroxide works through a unique mechanism. It generates reactive oxygen species that directly kill bacteria. This is fundamentally different from antibiotics, which the bacteria can develop resistance to. Bacteria cannot develop resistance to benzoyl peroxide because it works through oxidative stress rather than targeting specific bacterial proteins. This makes benzoyl peroxide an invaluable tool in acne treatment, particularly since antibiotic resistance is an increasingly serious problem in dermatology. Beyond bacterial killing, benzoyl peroxide has anti-inflammatory effects, helping reduce the redness and swelling associated with inflammatory acne. It also has mild sebum-reducing properties and may help with some degree of comedone reduction, though it's less effective for this than salicylic acid. Benzoyl peroxide comes in concentrations ranging from 2.5% to 10%, with some over-the-counter products going up to 10% and prescription-strength versions available at higher concentrations. Interestingly, studies show that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide is roughly equivalent in effectiveness to 10% benzoyl peroxide. The higher concentration doesn't necessarily mean better results. It primarily means more potential for irritation. Therefore, it's prudent to start with 2.5% and only increase concentration if needed. Benzoyl peroxide comes in multiple product formats. Cleansers containing 2.5 to 5% benzoyl peroxide gently incorporate this ingredient into your daily cleansing routine. These are appropriate for maintenance or mild acne. Spot treatments allow you to apply high concentrations directly to individual pimples. Serums or leave-on treatments apply benzoyl peroxide across your entire face and are left on the skin. These can be used daily or as directed. Gels and creams are thicker formulations that may have different absorption characteristics depending on your skin type. Starting with benzoyl peroxide requires similar caution as salicylic acid. If you're new to benzoyl peroxide, begin with a 2.5% product, ideally in a cleanser format or spot treatment, used once daily. Most people find evening application easier than morning application since benzoyl peroxide doesn't require sun protection and can be easily washed off in the morning. After 1 to 2 weeks, assess your skin's tolerance. If you're experiencing mild irritation or dryness but your acne is improving, continue. After 2 to 3 weeks, if your skin tolerates the product well, you can increase frequency to twice daily or increase the concentration to 5%. Application technique is critical. Apply benzoyl peroxide to completely clean, completely dry skin. This is more important with benzoyl peroxide than with most other products. If your skin is even slightly damp, benzoyl peroxide will irritate more readily. Allow your cleanser to fully absorb and dry, then apply benzoyl peroxide. Use a small amount, about the size of a pea for your entire face if using a leave-on product, or a slightly larger amount for spot treatment. Apply gently, allowing the product to absorb fully before applying other products. Benzoyl peroxide has a particular drawback: it bleaches fabrics and hair. If you apply it to your face, it can bleach your pillowcase, bedding, towels, and hair. Many people apply benzoyl peroxide in the evening and wash it off in the morning with their cleanser to avoid this issue. If you apply it in the morning, be extremely careful not to get it on your hair, eyebrows, or any colored clothing. Some people apply it as a spot treatment right before bed, allowing it to work overnight before being washed off in the morning. If bleaching is a concern, you might prefer using benzoyl peroxide in a wash-off cleanser format where the contact time is brief. Side effects of benzoyl peroxide are generally more significant than salicylic acid. Dryness is very common, particularly with higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat this by using an excellent moisturizer after applying benzoyl peroxide. Some people find that benzoyl peroxide dries their skin excessively even at 2.5% concentration. If this is you, try reducing frequency to every other day or using it only as a spot treatment. Irritation and redness are common, particularly when starting benzoyl peroxide or when increasing concentration. This irritation is usually temporary and subsides within 1 to 2 weeks as your skin adapts. However, if you experience severe irritation, dermatitis, or reactions, discontinue use and consult a dermatologist. Contact dermatitis to benzoyl peroxide, while rare, does occur. If you develop an itchy rash that doesn't improve with reduced frequency, you may be allergic. Discontinue use and inform your dermatologist. Many people experience acne purging when starting benzoyl peroxide, temporary worsening of acne as bacteria die off and impurities are brought to the surface. This purging typically lasts 1 to 2 weeks. If purging lasts longer, consult your dermatologist. Photosensitivity is not a significant issue with benzoyl peroxide like it is with some other acne treatments, but you should still use sunscreen daily for general skin protection. Benzoyl peroxide is particularly effective for inflammatory papules and pustules, the classic red pimples with white centers. It's less effective for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, where salicylic acid is superior. Many dermatologists recommend combining benzoyl peroxide with salicylic acid for comprehensive acne treatment. Use salicylic acid to address comedones and exfoliate, and benzoyl peroxide to kill bacteria and reduce inflammation. Results from benzoyl peroxide appear relatively quickly. Most retinization symptoms peak at weeks 2 to 4 and resolve by weeks 6 to 8. However, expecting this phase mentally prepares you to persist through it rather than discontinuing retinoids prematurely. Managing retinization involves strategic moisturizing. The sandwich method, applying retinoid, waiting 20 minutes, applying moisturizer, waiting a few minutes, then applying another thin moisturizer layer, significantly reduces retinization severity while maintaining efficacy. As your skin adapts over 8 to 12 weeks, you can gradually stop using the sandwich method, eventually applying retinoid directly to dry skin. Buffering retinoid strength temporarily by mixing it with moisturizer reduces irritation without substantially compromising effectiveness. Some experienced retinoid users eventually apply retinoids directly to skin for maximum strength, while others continue using the sandwich method indefinitely because it works well for them. There's no wrong approach. Use whatever maintains your skin health while providing desired results. Niacinamide effectively reduces retinoid irritation. Using niacinamide serum in the morning and retinoid at night doesn't provide the irritation-reducing effect. However, some evidence suggests applying niacinamide before retinoid, allowing niacinamide to dry, then applying retinoid on top, might reduce irritation slightly. This is controversial, with some experts suggesting niacinamide interferes with retinoid efficacy, while others dispute this. For most people, using niacinamide and retinoid at different times is the safest approach. Ceramide-rich moisturizers particularly well support retinoid use by maintaining barrier health during treatment. Using moisturizers specifically formulated with ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids alongside retinoids helps prevent excessive dryness and irritation. Combining retinoids with other actives requires careful sequencing. Retinoids should not be combined with AHAs, BHAs, or vitamin C initially. After 12+ weeks of stable retinoid use, you might carefully introduce another active on different nights. Many experienced users successfully use retinoid nightly and salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide on alternate mornings, but this requires well-adapted skin. Retinoid stability matters for effectiveness. Retinol degrades with light and air exposure. Products in opaque, airtight packaging remain stable longer than those in clear or non-airtight packaging. Storing retinoid products in cool, dark places preserves stability. Retinoids become less effective as they degrade, so proper storage extends product effectiveness and lifespan. Retinoid pulse dosing, using retinoids intensively for periods, then taking breaks, is a strategy some dermatologists recommend. The theory is that continuous daily use might cause adaptation, reduced effectiveness, while pulsing maintains efficacy. However, most retinoid experts recommend continuous daily use for consistent results. Occasional breaks for barrier repair are reasonable, but pulsing isn't necessary for maintaining retinoid effectiveness long-term. Combination retinoid protocols use multiple retinoids simultaneously for enhanced benefit. For example, using low-concentration tretinoin at night combined with retinol in the morning. However, this advanced approach requires very well-adapted skin and should only be attempted under professional guidance. It increases irritation risk and isn't necessary for most people. Pregnancy and retinoid use requires special consideration. Retinoids are teratogenic and should not be used during pregnancy. Women of childbearing potential using isotretinoin must use reliable contraception. Tretinoin used during pregnancy is controversial. Some studies suggest it's safe at prescribed topical doses where systemic absorption is minimal, while others recommend avoiding it. Discuss retinoid use with your obstetrician if planning pregnancy or pregnant. Adapting retinoid use seasonally may be beneficial. In winter, when skin is naturally drier, you might reduce retinoid frequency or concentration, or increase moisturizing support. In summer, if your skin tolerates it, you might increase retinoid frequency for more aggressive treatment. Signs of excessive retinoid use include severe dryness, persistent redness beyond the initial retinization phase, barrier compromise, or contact dermatitis. If you experience these, reduce frequency or concentration. There's no badge of honor for using the highest concentration or frequency if your skin is suffering. Optimal retinoid use maintains healthy skin while providing acne and anti-aging benefits. Guide 34. Sleep Quality and Acne, Mechanisms, Optimization Strategies, and Sleep-Specific Skincare. Sleep profoundly affects acne through multiple physiological mechanisms. Understanding sleep acne connections and implementing sleep optimization and sleep-specific skincare significantly improves acne. During sleep, your body undergoes restorative processes crucial for skin health. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep, supporting skin repair and collagen production. Cortisol, the stress hormone, declines during sleep, reducing inflammation. Immune function is enhanced during sleep, supporting the body's ability to fight infection-causing bacteria. Cellular turnover occurs during sleep, with dead skin cells being replaced by new ones. All these processes directly support clear, healthy skin. Poor sleep disrupts these beneficial processes. Insufficient sleep, less than 7 hours nightly, increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, impairs immune function, and disrupts cellular turnover. The result is worsened acne within days of poor sleep. Many people notice acne worsening after only 1 or 2 nights of insufficient sleep, demonstrating sleep's direct acne effects. Sleep timing matters as much as sleep duration. Your body has a circadian rhythm, an internal clock regulating hormone release and physiological processes. Disrupted circadian rhythm, from shift work, irregular sleep schedules, or jet lag, worsens acne even if total sleep duration is adequate. Maintaining consistent sleep schedules, going to bed and waking up at the same times daily, optimizes circadian rhythm function and supports skin health. Sleep quality matters beyond duration. Fragmented sleep with frequent awakenings, even if total sleep time is adequate, compromises skin health. Poor sleep quality is associated with worse acne. Improving sleep quality requires addressing sleep disruptions through sleep hygiene optimization. Sleep position might influence acne through mechanical and bacterial mechanisms. Sleeping on your back avoids facial contact with pillows and your hands, reducing friction acne and bacterial transfer to your face. Sleeping on your side or stomach involves prolonged face pillow contact, increasing friction and bacterial exposure. However, changing sleep position is difficult if you're not accustomed to it. If you naturally sleep on your side or stomach, prioritize other acne management strategies rather than forcing an uncomfortable sleep position change. Pillowcase cleanliness significantly impacts acne. Dirty pillowcases accumulate bacteria, oil, and dead skin cells, all of which transfer to your face during sleep. Some dermatologists recommend changing pillowcases every 2 to 3 days for acne-prone individuals. Alternatively, sleeping on a clean towel over your pillowcase and changing the towel daily is effective and economical. Some people with severe acne benefit from silk or satin pillowcases, which create less friction and accumulate less bacteria than cotton. Bedroom temperature affects sleep quality. Warmer rooms increase perspiration, creating a moist environment promoting bacterial growth and acne. A cooler bedroom, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, supports better sleep and reduces nighttime sweating. If your bedroom is too warm, using a fan or air conditioning improves both sleep quality and acne through multiple mechanisms. Humidity in the bedroom affects skin and sleep. Excessively dry air, from heating systems or dry climate, irritates skin and disrupts sleep. Excessively humid air promotes bacterial growth and acne. Moderate humidity, 30 to 50%, is optimal. Using a humidifier in dry climates or a dehumidifier in humid climates optimizes sleep environment and supports skin health. Light exposure, particularly blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production, disrupting sleep timing and quality. Using devices before bed worsens sleep through this mechanism. Stopping screen use 30 to 60 minutes before bed improves sleep quality. Using blue light filters on devices if evening screen use is unavoidable provides some protection. Clearer skin. Heat and humidity increase sebum production and promote bacterial growth, worsening acne. People living in tropical climates or hot, humid environments experience more significant acne than those in cool, dry climates. While you can't change your climate, understanding that heat worsens acne helps you implement compensatory strategies. Increase air conditioning use if possible. Use a humidifier in dry climates to prevent the skin barrier compromise that can paradoxically worsen acne. Keep skin cleaner during hot, humid times when sebum production is highest. Sweating creates moisture that promotes bacterial growth in pores. Athletes or people with active occupations experience acne worsening related to sweat. The solution is simple: shower immediately after sweating, change into clean clothes, and avoid touching your face during exercise. Exercise itself is beneficial for stress reduction and hormonal balance, so don't avoid it, just manage post-exercise hygiene properly. Friction from tight clothing, athletic equipment, or repetitive face touching, occupational hand-face contact, can trigger acne. Friction acne appears where contact occurs, under helmet straps, where backpack straps compress skin, on the jawline from phone contact. Wearing loose, breathable clothing, ensuring equipment is clean, and avoiding touching your face helps prevent friction acne. Occupational chemical exposure contributes to acne in certain professions. Workers in automotive, petrochemical, or metalworking industries' exposure to mineral oils, cutting fluids, and other chemicals experience acne, occupational acne. Wearing appropriate protective equipment, washing thoroughly after work, and changing out of contaminated clothing help prevent this exposure-related acne. Chlorine exposure worsens acne, particularly in swimmers. Chlorine is drying and irritating to acne-prone skin. Swimmers should rinse immediately after swimming to remove chlorine, wash hair to prevent chlorine transfer to facial skin, and use protective products before swimming if possible. Air pollution contains particulates and oxidative stressors that settle on skin, potentially worsening acne. People living in high-pollution areas experience more acne than those in low-pollution areas. While moving isn't feasible for most people, understanding pollution as a contributing factor helps. Using air purifiers indoors, minimizing outdoor time during high-pollution days, and thorough daily cleansing to remove particulates helps mitigate pollution effects. Secondhand smoke exposure contains numerous irritants and oxidative stressors. While not as significant as direct smoking, secondhand smoke exposure is associated with worse acne. Avoiding secondhand smoke exposure is beneficial. Stress from work, relationships, or other sources increases cortisol, promoting inflammation and acne. High-stress occupations correlate with worse acne. Implementing stress management is therefore essential. Exercise, meditation, adequate sleep, and time away from work all reduce work-related stress and its acne effects. Blue light from screens, phones, computers, tablets, may contribute to acne through unknown mechanisms, though evidence is still emerging. Some evidence suggests blue light increases inflammatory markers. Limiting screen time, using blue light filters on devices, and taking frequent breaks from screens might help, particularly for those with screen-heavy occupations. Hard water, high mineral content, may contribute to acne through various mechanisms. Installing a water softener or using a shower filter might help if you have very hard water, though evidence is limited. At minimum, thorough rinsing after cleansing ensures no mineral buildup remains. Tap water quality varies by location. Some tap water contains significant levels of chlorine or other chemicals potentially irritating to acne-prone skin. Using filtered water for rinsing after cleansing or using distilled water as a final rinse might help those with particularly sensitive skin. Hormonal disruption from endocrine-disrupting chemicals in products and the environment contributes to acne. Bisphenol A, BPA, and phthalates in some plastics can disrupt hormones. Using BPA-free bottles and containers, reducing plastic use, and choosing natural products when possible reduces exposure to potential endocrine disruptors. Occupational stress combined with other factors creates a synergistic acne worsening effect. Someone working a stressful job in a hot, humid environment while wearing work clothing that causes friction experiences multiple acne-promoting factors simultaneously. Addressing modifiable factors helps mitigate cumulative effects. Understanding your specific environmental and occupational exposures allows you to make targeted changes. If heat and humidity worsen your acne, cooling strategies help. If your occupation involves chemical exposure, protective equipment helps. If stress is primary, stress management helps. Identifying your specific environmental contributors guides your approach to minimizing their acne impact. Guide 33: Advanced Retinoid Protocols and Optimization Strategies. Retinoids represent some of the most powerful acne and anti-aging treatments available, but optimizing their use requires understanding advanced protocols and strategies beyond basic application. Mastering retinoid use transforms results. Retinoid strength exists on a spectrum from gentlest, over-the-counter retinol, to most potent, prescription tretinoin. Over-the-counter retinol at 0.25 to 0.3% concentration is appropriate for first-time retinoid users. After establishing tolerance over 8 to 12 weeks, you might advance to stronger formulations. Retinol, retinaldehyde, at 0.05 to 0.1% concentration offers intermediate strength between retinol and tretinoin. Prescription retinoids include tretinoin, Retin-A, at 0.025 to 0.1%, adapalene, Differin, at 0.1%, and tazarotene at 0.025 to 0.1%. The difference between 0.025% and 0.1% tretinoin is substantial in terms of strength and irritation potential. The start low, go slow principle maximizes retinoid tolerance. Begin with the lowest concentration at the lowest frequency, 2 to 3 times weekly. Resist the temptation to speed up progression. After 4 weeks at your current concentration and frequency, assess tolerance. If you're experiencing minimal irritation and want faster improvement, increase frequency to 3 to 4 times weekly. After another 4 weeks, increase to 5 to 6 times weekly. After another 4 weeks, use nightly. Only after reaching nightly use at current concentration should you consider increasing concentration. This progression takes 12+ weeks but maximizes adaptation and minimizes retinization phase severity. The retinization phase, temporary redness, dryness, peeling, and potential acne worsening, is unavoidable but manageable. Rather than viewing retinization as treatment failure, recognize it as adaptation to a powerful treatment or improvement. A woman entering perimenopause might experience acne worsening despite previous successful acne control. These transitions require reassessment and potential treatment adjustments. Psychological impact varies with age. Adolescent acne causes significant psychological distress due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and peer dynamics. Adult acne can cause depression and anxiety, particularly if unexpected after years of clear skin. Menopausal acne can be particularly frustrating as women are simultaneously managing other menopausal symptoms. Acknowledging the psychological impact and treating acne aggressively for mental health reasons is justified. Understanding your life stage allows you to set appropriate expectations and select appropriate treatments. Adolescents should prevent lifelong acne through good habits. Adults should identify contributing factors, stress, hormones, products, specific to their life circumstances. Menopausal women should recognize acne as a normal menopausal symptom and pursue appropriate treatment. Pregnant women should prioritize safety while still treating acne to maintain mental health. Postpartum women should understand that acne often resolves as hormones stabilize. Guide 26: Post-acne skin barrier repair and restoration after aggressive treatment. After intensive acne treatment, your skin barrier often requires dedicated repair and restoration. Understanding skin barrier function, signs of barrier compromise, and recovery strategies is essential for returning to healthy, resilient skin after aggressive treatment phases. Your skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, consists of dead skin cells, corneocytes, bound together by lipids, creating a protective wall that prevents water loss and keeps irritants and pathogens out. When functioning optimally, your barrier is resilient, hydrated, and protective. When compromised by aggressive acne treatment, the barrier becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skincare products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skin care. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure, wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skincare ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear as hormonal surge of LH and FSH. Some women experience minor acne worsening around ovulation. The luteal phase, days 15 to 28, involves rising progesterone and maintained estrogen. This phase often brings worsening acne in hormone-sensitive women due to progesterone effects and androgen to estrogen ratio changes. Tracking your acne patterns against your menstrual cycle for 2 to 3 months reveals your personal pattern. Many women find breakouts clustered in the luteal phase, particularly the 5 to 7 days before menstruation. However, individual patterns vary significantly. Some women have no cyclical acne pattern, while others have severe luteal phase breakouts. Once you identify your cyclical pattern, strategic treatment timing can optimize results. If you break out mainly in the luteal phase, intensifying acne treatment frequency during this phase can prevent significant breakouts. For example, if you normally use salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly, you might increase to daily use during your high-risk luteal phase. This temporary intensification often prevents the severe breakouts that would otherwise occur. Planning professional treatments around your cycle optimizes results. Having a chemical peel or professional facial during your clear follicular phase when your skin is less inflamed and more resilient provides better results than during your breakout-prone luteal phase. Hormonal contraceptives can help by suppressing ovulation and stabilizing hormone levels. Many women find that switching to birth control pills with continuous hormone dosing, tricyclic or extended cycle pills that reduce or eliminate placebo weeks, significantly reduces cyclical acne by preventing the hormonal fluctuations driving breakouts. Spironolactone, anti-androgen, helps some women with cyclical acne by blocking androgen effects. However, effects are more modest for pure cyclical acne than for chronic hormonal acne. Dietary modifications might help cyclical acne through hormone metabolism. Some evidence suggests that supporting liver health through adequate nutrients supports estrogen metabolism. Consuming adequate B vitamins, magnesium, and fiber supports hormone metabolism. PMS supplements containing ingredients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B6 might help with luteal phase acne through their effects on hormone metabolism and inflammation. Some women find these supplements modestly helpful. Stress during the luteal phase exacerbates acne in many women. The luteal phase naturally involves slightly increased anxiety and mood sensitivity. Implementing additional stress management during this phase, extra exercise, meditation, or relaxation practices, can reduce acne by controlling stress hormonal interactions. Sleep quality often decreases in the luteal phase due to progesterone effects. Prioritizing sleep during this phase through good sleep hygiene, potentially with earlier bedtimes, supports skin health. Understanding your cyclical acne pattern allows realistic expectations and strategic planning. Rather than being frustrated by predictable breakouts, you can anticipate them and proactively manage them. This empowerment often improves both skin outcomes and psychological well-being around acne. Guide 52, Acne Cosmetica, Product-Induced Acne and Ingredient Avoidance. Acne cosmetica specifically refers to acne triggered or worsened by cosmetic products. Understanding this condition and identifying problematic ingredients prevents wasted time and money on ineffective acne treatments when the actual problem is product-induced acne. Acne cosmetica differs from typical acne in that stopping the offending product often resolves it completely, whereas typical acne persists despite good skin care. This distinction is diagnostically important. If your acne improves dramatically after discontinuing a specific product, acne cosmetica was likely the cause. Common culprits in acne cosmetica include foundations, particularly heavy, silicone-based ones, primers, concealer, powders, sunscreen, and heavy moisturizers. These products can clog pores through their occlusive nature or irritating ingredients. Specific ingredients commonly triggering acne cosmetica include dimethicone, silicone oil, talc, isopropyl myristate, emollient, and certain botanical extracts that are irritating to acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, for example, is comedogenic for many acne-prone individuals despite being natural. Testing for acne cosmetica involves systematic elimination. If you suspect a product is causing acne, Stop using it for 2 to 3 weeks and assess whether your acne improves. If it does, the product was likely responsible. Then reintroduce the product to confirm, though this re-triggers acne and can be frustrating. This elimination challenge approach definitively identifies culprit products. Non-comedogenic labeling helps identify acne-safe products, though labeling is not FDA regulated and varying definitions exist across brands. Non-comedogenic products are still not guaranteed safe for all individuals, but they're formulated to minimize pore clogging risk. For confirmed acne cosmetica, switching to acne-safe alternatives of the product category often resolves the issue. Switching to non-comedogenic foundations, powder-based makeup instead of cream-based, or lighter formulations often allows makeup use without acne worsening. Reading ingredient lists helps identify potentially problematic components. Becoming familiar with ingredients triggering your personal acne helps you avoid them. Some people maintain lists of problematic ingredients to check against when considering new products. Patch testing new products on a small area, behind your ear or on your jaw, before full face application helps identify problematic products before they cause widespread acne. This 1 to 2 week trial prevents wasting money on products that trigger acne. The relationship between acne cosmetica and other acne factors is important. Someone might have both hormonal acne, from internal factors, and acne cosmetica, from products. Addressing both simultaneously, using acne-safe products plus treating hormonal acne medically, provides the best outcomes. Makeup artists and dermatologists can recommend acne-safe product alternatives for people who require makeup professionally. Many professional-grade acne-safe makeup lines exist specifically for people needing makeup without triggering acne. Guide 53, Acne Mechanica, Friction and Pressure-Related Acne. Acne mechanica results from friction, pressure, or occlusion of skin and can be prevented through environmental and behavioral modifications. Understanding acne mechanica helps you prevent this preventable form of acne. Acne mechanica appears where friction or pressure occurs, under helmet straps, where backpack straps compress skin, where tight athletic equipment contacts skin, or where repetitive hand-face contact occurs. This acne is localized to pressure-bearing areas rather than distributed across the face. Friction from repetitive skin-on-surface contact, athletes rubbing faces on towels, workers constantly resting their faces on hands, can trigger acne through mechanical irritation and follicle disruption. Occlusion, trapping sweat and bacteria under non-breathable materials, creates ideal conditions for acne. Wearing tight, non-breathable clothing or equipment increases acne in that area. Prevention strategies include wearing loose, breathable clothing, ensuring athletic equipment is clean, using protective barriers, adhesive taping where possible, between skin and friction sources, and maintaining good hygiene in high-friction areas. Post-exercise hygiene is crucial for athletes. Showering immediately after exercise, changing into clean clothes, and cleansing areas where equipment contacted skin helps prevent friction acne. Some athletes find that using antiperspirant before exercise reduces sweat-related friction and bacterial growth. Hairstyles causing friction, tight braids, tight buns, can trigger acne on the scalp and forehead. Occasionally loosening hairstyles, using gentler hair-holding methods, severe acne. Preventing antibiotic resistance through early intervention with non-antibiotic treatments preserves antibiotic effectiveness if future antibiotics are needed. Starting with topical treatments rather than immediately jumping to oral antibiotics is prudent prevention approach. Education about acne myths prevents harmful behaviors. Teaching teenagers that acne results from poor hygiene, untrue, chocolate causes acne, unproven, or picking helps, false, prevents reinforcing these myths. Accurate education supports evidence-based prevention. Professional guidance for high-risk individuals might include dermatology consultation for those with strong family histories or early acne onset. Early professional involvement can prevent severe acne development. Guide 60, Acne Maintenance After Successful Treatment, the Forever Routine. Once you've achieved clear skin after acne treatment, maintaining clarity requires ongoing commitment to maintenance. Understanding long-term maintenance distinguishes between temporary acne control and permanent clear skin. The first principle of maintenance is recognizing that acne tendency doesn't disappear, it's managed. Your skin's predisposition to acne remains, but with appropriate ongoing treatment, acne stays controlled. This is similar to maintaining any chronic condition. You don't stop managing diabetes once blood sugar is controlled, you maintain management indefinitely. Maintenance routines are typically simpler than treatment routines. While treatment might involve multiple actives used frequently, maintenance often involves fewer treatments used less frequently. For example, someone might use salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide daily during treatment, but maintain clear skin with just retinoid at night and benzoyl peroxide spot treatments as needed. Identifying essential treatments through your treatment experience guides your maintenance routine. Which treatments were crucial to your success? Continue those indefinitely. Which were helpful but not essential? Consider dropping these if your skin tolerates it, simplifying your routine while maintaining clarity. Seasonal adjustments remain important long-term. Winter might require slightly more moisturizing or reduced exfoliation frequency. Summer might require increased sun protection. These adjustments maintain skin health across seasons. Stress management, sleep, diet, and other lifestyle factors remain important long-term. While you might relax some during periods of stability, reverting entirely to poor habits causes acne recurrence. Maintaining reasonable health habits supports ongoing skin clarity. Monitoring your skin regularly allows early detection of potential recurrence. Monthly self-assessments identifying any new breakouts allows you to intensify treatment immediately if needed, preventing minor breakouts from progressing to significant acne. Having your dermatologist's contact information and willingness to contact them if acne recurs despite maintenance allows quick professional intervention. Don't try to solve recurrent acne alone for months, get professional help quickly. Keeping maintenance products on hand prevents running out and missing treatments due to product unavailability. Some people order backup products when current products are half empty, ensuring continuity. Reframing maintenance as self-care rather than burden improves adherence long-term. Your skincare routine is caring for your body's largest organ, supporting not just appearance but overall skin health and barrier function. The ultimate goal of maintenance is such consistency that skincare becomes automatic, habitual, and integrated into your daily routine like brushing teeth. At this point, maintaining clear skin requires minimal conscious effort. Guide 61, Understanding Acne in Specific Sports and Athletic Activities. Different sports expose athletes to different acne triggers. Understanding sport-specific acne patterns allows targeted prevention and management for athletes. Swimming exposes skin to chlorine and often tight, non-breathable swimwear. Chlorine is drying and irritating, worsening acne. Frequent swimmers often experience acne on face, chest, and shoulders. Prevention includes rinsing thoroughly after swimming, removing chlorine quickly through gentle cleansing, using moisturizer afterward to combat dryness, and wearing clean, breathable clothing after swimming. Contact sports, football, wrestling, rugby, involve friction, pressure from equipment, and contact with other players' skin and bodily fluids. Helmet friction often causes severe acne along helmet edges. Prevention includes ensuring equipment is clean, using protective barriers, adhesive tape, where possible, showering immediately after contact, and maintaining aggressive acne treatment during the season. Running and jogging cause profuse sweating and friction from clothing. Prevention includes wearing moisture-wicking, breathable clothing, showering immediately after exercise, cleansing sweat off before acne develops, and using lightweight, non-comedogenic sunscreen resistant to sweat. Cycling involves friction from tight cycling clothing and helmet wear. Prevention strategies similar to other sports apply. Weightlifting and resistance training involve pressure from equipment, sweat, and friction. Focusing on cleanliness of equipment, showering immediately after workouts, and changing into clean clothes prevents sweat-related acne. Yoga and other activities with face-on-mat contact, yoga, Pilates, certain exercises, can cause acne if mats aren't clean. Using personal mats, washing them regularly, and avoiding touching your face during exercise helps. General athletic acne prevention across all sports includes showering within 1 to 2 hours after exercise, not wearing sweat-soaked clothing longer than necessary, cleansing face, neck, and areas covered by equipment, using clean towels, maintaining aggressive acne treatment during athletic seasons when acne tends to worsen. Working with dermatologists familiar with athletic acne helps develop sport-specific prevention and treatment plans. Some athletes benefit from temporary treatment intensification during seasons when their sport-specific acne triggers are highest. Guide 62: Acne Treatment During Immunosuppression and Immune Compromise. Immunosuppressed individuals, those with HIV, on immunosuppressive medications, with certain diseases, experience altered acne patterns and treatment responses. Managing acne in immunocompromised individuals requires special considerations. Severe acne with unusual presentations can indicate immune compromise in some contexts. If acne is unusually severe, doesn't respond to standard treatments, or has atypical features, immune status should be assessed. Immunosuppression can paradoxically worsen or improve acne depending on the specific immune alteration. HIV infection, particularly with low CD4 counts, is associated with worse acne and unusual presentations. Improving immune function through antiretroviral therapy often improves acne. Immunosuppressive medications, for transplant, autoimmune disease, or other conditions, sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Managing acne in immunosuppressed individuals requires careful coordination with prescribers to avoid interactions and ensure appropriate acne treatment. Live bacterial vaccines are contraindicated in immunosuppressed individuals. This limits probiotic supplement options in severely immunocompromised people to non-viable probiotics, postbiotics, fermented foods. Isotretinoin should be used cautiously or potentially avoided in severely immunocompromised individuals due to risks of severe side effects and reduced healing capacity. However, isotretinoin can be used in mildly immunocompromised individuals with appropriate monitoring. Standard topical acne treatments are generally safe in immunocompromised individuals, though infection risk from acne or alternating hairstyles reduces friction acne. Phone contact with your face transfers bacteria and causes friction acne on the jawline and cheek. Using earbuds or speakerphone when possible, cleaning your phone screen regularly, and taking breaks from phone use reduce this contact-related acne. For occupational friction acne, workers in certain industries, workplace modifications and protective equipment prevent acne. Ensuring clean, breathable protective equipment and maintaining good hygiene at work helps control occupational friction acne. Acne mechanica is often preventable through simple environmental modifications. Unlike acne requiring medications, friction acne responds to preventing the friction. This makes acne mechanica particularly frustrating when it occurs, since prevention is often simpler than treatment. Guide 54. Drug-induced acne and medication side effects. Certain medications trigger or worsen acne as a side effect. Recognizing drug-induced acne allows you to work with prescribers to modify medications or manage acne while necessary medications are continued. Corticosteroids commonly trigger acne or worsen existing acne. Systemic corticosteroids, oral, are more likely to cause acne than topical steroids, though topical steroids applied to face can also trigger acne. Patients on chronic systemic corticosteroids often experience significant acne requiring aggressive treatment. If corticosteroids are necessary, combining them with acne treatment is often required. Lithium, used for bipolar disorder treatment, causes acne in many patients. The mechanism involves effects on follicular epithelium and sebaceous gland function. Acne from lithium is sometimes severe. Working with your psychiatrist on whether alternative mood stabilizers are possible, or combining lithium with aggressive acne treatment, might be necessary. Anabolic steroids cause severe acne in nearly everyone using them. Anabolic steroid use for performance enhancement causes acne that often requires isotretinoin for management. The acne is typically severe, widespread, and on the trunk as well as face. Hormonal contraceptives can either improve or worsen acne depending on the specific formulation. Progestins with androgenic properties, like levonorgestrel or norgestrol, might worsen acne, while progestins with minimal androgenic activity, like norgestimate or drospirenone, often improve acne. If birth control is worsening acne, switching to a formulation with less androgenic progestin often helps. Anti-seizure medications sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Working with your neurologist if seizure medications are worsening acne might identify alternatives or necessitate aggressive acne management. Vitamin B12 supplementation can paradoxically worsen acne in some individuals through unknown mechanisms. If you take B12 supplements and notice acne worsening, discontinuing B12 might help. Iodine-containing supplements or medications can trigger acne. High-dose iodine supplementation is associated with acne worsening. This is one reason avoiding excessive iodine supplementation unless specifically indicated is prudent. Phenytoin, anti-seizure medication, and other older anti-seizure drugs can trigger acne or gingival hyperplasia, gum overgrowth. If these medications are necessary, managing side effects is required. When drug-induced acne is suspected, first confirm with your prescribing healthcare provider that the medication is likely the culprit. Assess whether alternative medications without acne side effects exist, if alternatives don't exist, combine the medication with aggressive acne treatment. Don't discontinue necessary medications without medical guidance even if acne worsens. Guide 55. Nutritional deficiencies and acne, zinc, vitamin D, selenium, and beyond. Certain nutritional deficiencies correlate with worse acne. Understanding which deficiencies affect acne allows you to assess your nutritional status and supplement if needed. Zinc deficiency is well established as correlating with worse acne. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and inflammation regulation, all relevant to acne. People with zinc deficiency have notably worse acne. Supplementing adequate zinc, 30 mg daily, often improves acne significantly if deficiency exists. However, supplementing when not deficient provides minimal additional benefit. Identifying zinc deficiency involves blood testing. However, zinc blood levels don't always accurately reflect total body zinc stores, making interpretation complex. If you suspect zinc deficiency, discussing blood zinc testing with your healthcare provider is reasonable. Vitamin D deficiency correlates with worse acne and increased inflammation. Vitamin D supports immune function and has anti-inflammatory effects. Many people, particularly those in northern climates or those who avoid sun exposure, have vitamin D deficiency. Supplementing vitamin D at 1000 to 400 IU daily improves acne in some individuals, particularly those with low baseline levels. Testing vitamin D status can help identify deficiency. Selenium deficiency affects immune function and skin health. Adequate selenium, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, supports skin health. However, acne-specific benefits of selenium supplementation aren't definitively established. Iron deficiency, particularly in menstruating women, can affect overall skin health and healing. Severe iron deficiency anemia causes various health problems including poor wound healing and immune dysfunction. However, iron supplementation for non-deficient people doesn't improve acne. Vitamin A, retinol, deficiency causes follicular hyperkeratinization and immune dysfunction contributing to acne. However, toxicity from excess vitamin A is also problematic. Getting adequate vitamin A through diet, liver, sweet potato, leafy greens, is ideal. Supplementing vitamin A is only necessary if deficient. B vitamins, particularly B5, pantothenic acid, are promoted for acne at very high doses, 10+ grams daily. However, evidence is weak and high-dose B5 causes diarrhea frequently. Normal B vitamin intake through diet or multivitamin supplementation supports general health without special acne benefits. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes systemic inflammation worsening acne. Getting adequate omega-3s, 1 to 2 grams EPA plus DHA daily from fish or supplements, supports skin health through inflammation reduction. Identifying nutritional deficiencies, blood testing can assess status for most nutrients. Dietary assessment helps identify if diet provides adequate nutrients, considering supplementation if deficiencies are identified. However, supplementing without deficiency rarely provides additional benefit. Getting nutrients through food when possible is preferable to supplementation. Guide 56, Occupational Acne Syndromes, Tar acne, Oil acne, and Chemical exposure. Workers in certain occupations experience acne specifically from occupational chemical exposures. Understanding occupational acne helps you implement prevention strategies and pursue appropriate treatment. Tar acne develops in workers exposed to coal tar, crude oil, and petroleum products. Mechanics, road workers, and petroleum industry workers are susceptible. Tar acne results from follicular occlusion and irritation from these substances. Appearance is often on exposed areas, hands, face, neck, forearms. Oil acne develops in workers exposed to mineral oils and cutting fluids in metalworking. Community health workers trained in acne management can provide guidance and treatment in areas lacking specialist dermatology. Telemedicine potentially extends access to professional dermatology even in resource-limited areas, though internet access is necessary. Simple, low-cost interventions, sun protection, hygiene, lifestyle optimization, remain effective even without expensive treatments. Guide 85, Acne and Gender, Sex-Specific Differences and Considerations. While acne affects all genders, sex-specific hormonal and social factors create gender differences in acne experience warranting gender-specific understanding. Female acne often involves hormonal cyclicity, often concentrating around menstrual cycle phases. Males lack this cyclicity, experiencing more constant acne patterns. Hormonal treatments, oral contraceptives, spironolactone, are standard for female acne but generally inappropriate for males. Males rely on topical treatments and antibiotics primarily. Female-specific acne considerations include menstrual cycle tracking, potential birth control side effects, and pregnancy precautions with acne medications. Male acne might be more severe on average due to higher baseline androgens. However, severe acne affects all genders. Facial hair in males makes treating acne challenging. Beard covers facial acne and prevents topical treatment application. Facial hair also traps moisture and bacteria. Some males benefit from beard care modifications or shaving strategy adjustments. Societal appearance pressure affects genders differently. While appearance standards affect all genders, women might face intensified appearance-focused judgment. Recognizing gender differences allows appropriate, gender-sensitive treatment approaches. Guide 86, Acne Scarring Prevention During Active Treatment. While scarring is addressed post-acne, prevention during active acne treatment is more effective than treating scars after they form. Preventing deep inflammation, which causes scarring, is paramount. Aggressive acne treatment preventing severe lesions prevents scarring more effectively than treating scars afterward. Avoiding picking, squeezing, or extracting acne is crucial for scarring prevention. This is perhaps the single most important scarring prevention strategy. Treating acne early prevents it from reaching severity levels causing scarring. Early intervention prevents worse scarring than treating established severe acne. Professional acne management, particularly using isotretinoin for severe acne, prevents deep inflammation that causes scarring. Waiting years trying home treatments before seeking professional help allows scarring to occur that could have been prevented. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation prevention through sun protection prevents darkening of healing acne that makes scars more visible. Barrier health maintenance during treatment prevents excessive irritation that might promote deeper inflammation and scarring risk. Understanding that scarring prevention is more effective than scar treatment motivates appropriate early intervention for severe acne. Guide 87, Acne and Beauty Standards, Challenging Appearance-Focused Culture. Acne exists within broader cultural beauty standard contexts. Understanding and challenging appearance-focused culture helps reduce acne-related distress. Beauty standards have varied historically and culturally, showing that current standards are culturally constructed, not universal truths. Overemphasis on flawless appearance in media and advertising creates unrealistic expectations. Recognizing that almost everyone has occasional skin imperfections helps maintain perspective. Influencer and celebrity appearance standards are curated through makeup, filtering, professional photography, and often procedures. Comparing yourself to these unrealistic standards damages self-esteem. Diverse beauty standards across cultures show multiple ways to be beautiful. Recognizing beauty beyond clear skin reduces acne's psychological impact. Challenging personal internalized beauty standards, recognizing you can be valuable and attractive with acne, reduces acne-related distress. Supporting others in valuing themselves beyond appearance helps shift culture away from appearance obsession. Advocating for more realistic, inclusive beauty standards in media reduces social pressure perpetuating appearance anxiety. Guide 88, Acne Treatment Adherence and Habit Formation Science. Understanding adherence and habit formation improves your ability to maintain treatment consistency long-term. Habits typically form through repetition. Repeating skincare routines consistently for 2 to 3 months makes them increasingly automatic, reducing conscious effort required. Environmental design supporting habits increases consistency. Placing skincare products visibly, creating dedicated skincare spaces, and removing friction, having products easily accessible, supports adherence. Cue-based habit formation, attaching skincare to existing habits like brushing teeth, increases consistency compared to time-based cues. Remember to do skincare. Reward associations with skincare, pleasant-smelling products, enjoyable ritual, positive reinforcement, increase adherence through positive conditioning. Accountability partnerships where you report to someone, friend, family, online community, increase consistency through social commitment. Motivation fluctuates. Understanding that motivation naturally varies and developing systems that work regardless of motivation, habit, routine, environment design, helps maintain adherence despite motivation fluctuation. Self-compassion toward occasional lapses prevents them from derailing entire routines. Missing a day occasionally doesn't mean failure. Restarting immediately prevents occasional lapse from becoming permanent abandonment. Guide 89, Acne and Sensory Sensitivities, Managing Treatment for Sensitive Individuals. Individuals with sensory processing sensitivities, common in autism, ADHD, and sensory processing disorders, might struggle with standard skincare routines. Adaptations help these individuals maintain treatment compliance. Sensory preferences vary individually. Some find strong scents overwhelming, others find unscented products leaving no sensory feedback. Understanding your sensory preferences guides product selection. Texture sensitivities affect product tolerability. Lightweight serums might feel pleasant while thick creams feel cloying. Smooth absorbing products feel better than sticky formulations. Temperature sensitivities might affect water temperature for cleansing. Some prefer cool water, others slightly warm, never hot, which damages skin. Routine predictability helps sensory-sensitive individuals. Severe, extensive scarring might warrant multiple treatment types performed sequentially. Realistic expectations are essential. Most scars can be significantly improved but rarely completely eliminated. Even after multiple treatments, mild scarring typically remains. However, significant improvement is usually achievable with appropriate treatments. Guide 13: Face Masks and Professional Facials for Acne Management. Face masks and professional facials supplement your daily skincare routine, providing concentrated treatments and professional expertise. Understanding various mask types and facial treatments helps you select appropriate options for your skin concerns. Clay masks absorb excess oil and impurities, making them ideal for oily, acne-prone skin. Green clay and kaolin clay are particularly effective. These masks draw out sebum, bacteria, and impurities from pores. Use clay masks 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes on clean skin. Apply evenly, avoiding the eye area. As the mask dries, you'll feel slight tightening as oil is extracted. Rinse with lukewarm water and follow with moisturizer, as clay masks can be drying. Sheet masks infused with acne-fighting ingredients like salicylic acid, tea tree oil, or niacinamide provide targeted treatment and hydration simultaneously. Apply sheet masks to clean skin for 15 to 20 minutes, then remove and pat remaining serum into skin. Use 2 to 3 times weekly. Sheet masks are convenient, mess-free, and come in numerous formulations targeting specific concerns. Hydrating masks with hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or ceramides balance skin and prevent overdrying from acne treatments. These masks are essential if your acne treatment regimen is causing excessive dryness. Use hydrating masks 1 to 2 times weekly, particularly on days when you're using strong actives like retinoids or chemical exfoliants. Mud masks similar to clay masks draw impurities from pores while providing mineral content. Some formulations include additional active ingredients. Use similarly to clay masks, 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes. Charcoal masks draw impurities from deep within pores. While popular, they can be overly drying. Use sparingly, perhaps monthly, if you have very oily skin. Avoid if your skin is dry or sensitive. Overnight masks are left on overnight and act as intensive treatments. Some are essentially very rich moisturizers, while others contain actives like retinol or acids. These work well for providing intensive treatment without time constraints. Apply as your final nighttime step and sleep with the mask on. Spot masks apply highly concentrated treatments to specific areas rather than your entire face. These are useful when some areas are more problematic than others. Apply to clean skin and leave on as directed. Important mask principles: never use multiple mask types on the same day. Choose one mask per skincare session. Always follow mask application with appropriate moisturizer, as masks can be drying. Start with masks once weekly, increasing frequency only as your skin demonstrates tolerance. Don't leave masks on longer than recommended. Longer application doesn't mean better results and risks overdrying. Masks are supplements to your core routine, not replacements for daily cleansing and treatment. Professional facials go beyond at-home masks, utilizing professional strength products, specialized equipment, and esthetician expertise. A typical acne-focused facial includes cleansing, exfoliation, extraction, treatment mask, and moisturizer application. The extraction component, professional removal of comedones, provides benefits impossible to achieve safely at home. Hydrofacial uses suction technology to extract impurities from pores without harsh manual extraction. A spiral tip applies suction while simultaneously infusing treatment serums. Hydrofacials provide immediate visible improvement, particularly for comedones. Most people see results after a single treatment, with cumulative benefits after 4 to 6 treatments performed monthly. Chemical peel facials use professional strength acids, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, or lactic acid, to exfoliate multiple skin layers. Superficial peels cause mild redness and slight flaking but require no downtime. Medium peels cause more significant exfoliation and require several days of recovery. Chemical peels improve acne, texture, and hyperpigmentation significantly. Monthly superficial peels or quarterly medium peels provide excellent results. Blue light therapy facials use specific light wavelengths to kill acne-causing bacteria. Blue light, around 415 nanometers wavelength, is particularly effective against Cutibacterium acnes. Treatments typically last 15 to 20 minutes. Most treatment plans include 6 to 8 sessions, sometimes combined with red light therapy for inflammation reduction. Blue light therapy is particularly valuable for those seeking non-chemical treatment or for bacterial acne resistant to other treatments. Microdermabrasion facials use fine crystals or a diamond tip to physically exfoliate